Good day, everyone. I am Patrick or Patricia, and I'm here to share my evaluation of the social mobilization plan for Section B, Group 2, titled Break the Vape. So, before I continue, I want to congratulate my classmates for completing their term project. Now, for the evaluation, I will share my framework first. I jokingly call this the kimbap roll or the kimbap model because it looks like a kimbap roll. So, this is just inspired by the social mobilization continuum with modified parts. So for this evaluation, the criteria will have this scoring system and the overall rating will follow this metric. So without further ado, let us move on to the evaluation. The first one is the message effectiveness, which I give a 5 out of 5 score. So the campaign message is clear and relevant. The slogan is direct and catchy. So it addresses the dangers of using vape and encourages action from the audience. So the project aligns with SDG 3, good health and well-being. The project also steers from fear-based messaging and employs positive positioning strategies instead, which I think makes for a very good communication material or a communication effect by steering away from fear-based messaging and reinforcing positive messages to encourage change. So I give it a 5 out of 5. Next is the reach and engagement, which I also give a 5 out of 5 score. The project boasts a mix of digital and physical outreach plans. There is an extensive list of materials and projects to implement in order to spread the reach of the initiative. The materials are thoughtfully planned and designed for wider coverage. So that's why I give it a 5 out of 5. Next is the behavior change. The behavior change is stated in the objectives, such as to discourage the youth from using vape through the campaign. There is also a mention of pretest or the number of vape users, though a post test should be administered to gauge the results of the campaign. The project may benefit from specifying a mechanism for tracking the actual behavior of the target audience. Next is the impact assessment, which I gave 5 out of 5. The impact assessment tool is present and accounts for measurable data. There is also a coordinating group to oversee the implementation of the different activities and to monitor the effects of the campaign. That's why I gave it a 5 out of 5. Moving on, we have the sustainability, which I give a 3 out of 5 rating. So the project mentions a committee for coordinating the different activities, hinting that the project can be eventually transferred to the community. However, I find that the project is not the most cost effective for long term implementation, citing a considerable amount of money for its budgetary statement. So perhaps the project can benefit from capitalizing on free communication channels to spread their message or to find cheaper alternatives. It may also help if they are able to identify a source of this budget, perhaps from sponsorships or a fundraising activity, for example. But as it stands right now, the price or the budgetary requirements doesn't really seem cost effective and thus not very sustainable, especially if it's going to be adopted or adopted by the community or transferred to the community eventually. So that's why I give it a 3 out of 5. Next is the partnerships. So the project involved relevant organizations in their framework and emphasized collaboration within the implementers, the school parents, students, teachers, community leaders, school professionals or health professionals, NGOs, and coordinators. So the overall score is 26, which translates to an astounding rating for the project. Congratulations once again to Section B, Group 2. And congratulations. Thank you.